Okay, so here's our Aldi's list. Tell us what you did there.
And I tried to list everything as you go in the door, so you go all around the store, so we don't have to backtrack in the store every time you look at something on the list. And sometimes I get what's not on the list. But we were trapped in the house for 2 or 3 days with this storm and power outage, so I have a longer list.
But if you stick to the list, you save money, right?
Yeah, but sometimes you need something and you forgot to put it on the list.
So how are you planning your meals?
I don't. I'm always stocked up and I make whatever I want.
So you don't plan your meals at all?
No. I usually have stuff in my little freezer, meats and everything on that order, sometimes frozen vegetables. I'm stocked up ready for a disaster.
Okay, so there's our Aldi's groceries. Tell us how you followed your list.
And I crossed them off the list as I went.
So when you got in there, did you start planning your meals?
No, I never plan my meals. I just get some of everything and put it in the freezer.
Didn't you get chicken noodle soup?
No, they had no chicken noodle soup. I don't know why. They haven't had anything for a month.
Okay, so here's our shopping from Aldi's. See what she does, she marks everything so we know how old it is.
I put the month and the year. It's 3/18.
So even though you don't really plan your meals, you are kind of thinking about it, right?
Yeah.
Bean and bacon soup, and mixed vegetables to add to the soup, and pork and beans to go with the hot dogs, peanut butter to snack on, prunes. I gotta have my prunes.
Coffee and
Coffee. That salad dressing for her salad, cheese. I put this on everything. So. Bananas for breakfast.
when they get ripe.
More bananas over here. She bought a bunch of singles this time. That's the first time I've ever seen her do that.
Well, they were all falling apart. People probably took one off they didn't like it, but there was nothing wrong with it.
Springtime, we're gonna start dieting, so we got lots of celery. Pretty much will live on strawberries when we're dieting. Peppers, tomatoes, Raisin bread, gotta have your raisin bread. Whole wheat bread. Yeah, Sassy, we bought Sassy some cookies.
Kitty cookies
Yeah.
and Aldi's.
And they're made in the USA. This says here, made in the USA. So apples to go with our oatmeal in the morning. Wheat cookies. I don't eat the chips, but she likes the chips at night. This is what I snack on. You know, that's like $2 cheaper than the brand name.
Yeah. And
Milk.
to me, I think it's the same company's
Yeah.
making them for Aldi's because
Yeah.
they taste the same.
Yeah, those taste the same as the brand name, if not better.
If you get them and you compare them, you probably won't know any difference.
Spinach for sandwiches, mushrooms for salads, turkey for sandwiches, hot dogs. We used to buy a lot of hot dogs for the cats, but they just kind of quit eating them. So they changed their brand name, and now the cats won't eat the new ones. Turkey, lunch meat, eggs. We have to make some boiled eggs. These make good sandwiches here. Whole wheat. A little bit of cheese. Whole wheat bread. The big difference between whole wheat bread and white bread inside your system, it's the chemical reaction your body has to it. White bread is a whole nother chemical reaction. When you eat a piece of white bread, all your body sees is 2 tablespoons of sugar. When it sees whole wheat bread, it's more healthy for you. Is this whole wheat raisin bread?
I don't know.
I think it is.
I didn't know there was such a thing. Whole wheat
Yeah,
bread.
there is, yeah. Something else for dieting is blueberries. See, you take them out of the pack and put them in here. Freeze them because then you don't have to eat them. If you don't freeze them, they'll go bad in a week in your refrigerator. So those go great on oatmeal. I put my broccoli, my cauliflower in the freezer because then it won't go bad in a week. If you don't put it in here, it'll go bad in a week or so. Fit and Active turkey franks. These don't have any beef in them. Sausage, it's okay to eat on a diet, you know, according to some diet programs, but I never seem to lose weight when I eat sausage. So. But it's a nice splurge in the morning. Here's something cool at Aldi's. Pork chops, product of USA. So you know it's not coming from somewhere else. Do you remember what this cost?
Prices on it.
Oh, $4.86 for this pack then. $1.99 a pound. 2.44 pounds. So for $5 you get the whole thing.
They have bigger packs. You buy it by the pound, whatever it weighs.
Okay, then we got 2 different apples here. This says Michigan apples. Does that mean they're from Michigan?
Probably.
Yeah, it says distributed by someplace in Michigan. Fuji apples and Gala apples.
Yeah, $2.99 a bag.
So why did you go with these 2 brands? Just because they're on sale?
Yeah, they were both $2.99 a bag. Instead of $4 a bag, they're $3 a bag.
Do these taste better than the bright red ones?
Yeah, delicious apples are not delicious.
So the bright red ones are called delicious?
Yeah,
So these taste better.
I think so. The delicious apples. That's what everybody says. They're not delicious.
Any special reason though you went with this and this and this? The three different brands? Yellow ones probably taste the best, right?
Those are good too. I
Yeah.
don't know. I don't know which ones those were.
These are always juicy. These lighter color ones are usually sweet.
Yeah. Granny apples are all green and they're sour.
So, you know, she really does plan her meals, you know. We already have the oatmeal, and that's what we got the cinnamon for. And that's what the apples are for. You cut up an apple, put that in the oatmeal. That goes along with the blueberries. Okay, so this is how you do your shopping list. Half piece of paper seems to be a good size. You have one on this side, one on this side. Just stick it to the front of the refrigerator with a couple magnets, and then put a pencil on a string. And then every time you run out of something or you think of something, write it on the list. And then what she does, she marks them. A for Aldi's, and she'll put a W for Walmart. And what else?
And don't forget to take it with you when you go.
It's always best to bring your own bags. And you can see I've got them all double bagged. Yeah. And you can reuse these over and over for a long time until they rip up.
Buy 'em there.
Right. You can buy them there. They're like 7 cents a bag. Then use them over and over. And she even has one here that she's got taped up. Okay. And then during the summer, or if you live in a hot area, it's nice to bring a cooler because you can put your food in there. Then have some frozen water bottles in your freezer. And then you put those in there. Put like, what, 2 or 3 in there, 4 in there.
Any kind.
Yeah.
Juice bottles.
And then you can put the frozen foods and the meats and stuff like that in there until you get home. Especially if you live farther away. You know, if you got a 2-minute ride home, you don't have to worry about this. But lots of people don't live close to Aldi's or any grocery store, and you know it takes them a half hour to get home. So you know your milk, your meats.
Ice cream won't work.
Ice cream, yeah, especially the ice cream. That'll melt in what, 10-15 minutes.
You'd have soup.
So what else would you have to put in there? So
Anything you want to keep cold.
oh, okay. So we just went to Aldi's a couple days ago, and I saw a fella. He had 2 huge coolers on the back of his minivan, and he was filling them up. You know, so it's pretty common. And we usually have 2 or 3 sets of these because, you know, after we get done, we just kind of throw them over here, and then they make it back to the car. Sometimes they don't make it back to the car, and we get over to Aldi's and we don't have no bags. We usually have at least 2 or 3 sets that we keep going.
If you get desperate, you can pick up empty boxes along the way around the store.
A few spare Walmart bags in the trunk always come in handy. You know, I've seen people walk around in there with handfuls of stuff. You know, they don't want to bother getting a cart. They didn't bring no bags. You know, if you just got a few things that you plan on getting, you can just bring a bag in. You don't have to bother with a cart. You know, and then fill up this bag as you walk around the store. and then just bring it up to the checkout counter. Most stores, if you do something like that, they'll think you're stealing, but that's the way they do it at Aldi's. So
Some people bring a bunch of things.
yeah, you can bring a bunch of Walmart bags and stuff like that with you. But if you're buying lots of groceries, you'd have 20 bags filled up. So
She don't do that.
these work great. They're only 7 cents. You know. What you doing down there, Susie? Hmm?